Hello everyone, you all are welcome to my YouTube channel English Literati. In today's video, I am going to talk with you about a very famous short story, The Capital of the World by Ernest Miller Hemingway. First of all, I will give you the brief introduction of the writer and then I shall tell you the summary of the short story. Well, Ernest Miller Hemingway was born in 1899 at Oak Park in Illinois and died in 1961 at Idaho, United States of America. He is a very famous American novelist, short storyteller, and journalist, and a sports person. He began his career as a writer at the tender age of 17 in a newspaper office in Kansas City. He served in First World War as an ambulance driver in the Italian army. He was wounded serving at the front, was hospitalized, and later on awarded by Italian government. He married 4 times in his entire life. After returning to his country, he worked as a journalist for Canadian and American tabloids and also did services as war correspondent during the Spanish Civil War. He also went to Paris and became member of expatriate Americans in Paris. He was a prolific writer and important works are The Sun Also Rises 1926, A Farewell to Arms 1929, For Whom the Bell Tolls 1940, and The Old Man and the Sea, etc. He got Pulitzer Prize in 1953 for short novel The Old Man and the Sea. He was also conferred with Nobel Prize in 1954 for his invaluable contribution to literature. He is also the master of short story writing. His famous short story collections are Men Without Women, Winner Take Nothing, and The Fifth Column, and 49 Short Stories 1932, etc. He is famous for his iceberg theory when he says that the deeper meaning of a story shouldn't lie on surface but it should be hidden. Well, his simple and straightforward and refined prose, brief statements, pungent dialogues are the pervading charm of his short stories. He is deep observer of human actions and paints them with a sympathetic brush in his works. He creates characters like soldiers, hunters, sportsmen, bullfighters, etc. He also shows the courage and desires of poor people coming from villages and their encounter with brutality of modern society, their hopes and aspirations dying. Well, now I am going to give you the summary of the short story. Well, The Capital of the World is a famous and very pathetic story by Ernest Hemingway. The story is taken from his short story collection, The Fifth Column, and the first 49 stories written in 1938. The short story shows a writer's passion for sports, especially bullfighting. He uses third person narrator in the story. The story depicts the comic aspiration of town people to hanker after ordinary prizes and diplomats who tried hard to cope with ensuing politics at a crucial time in history. The story takes place in Madrid and is about a young waiter, Paco, who wishes to be a bullfighter, that is Matador. The protagonist hails from a small village and gets job of a waiter at a hotel pension Luarca in Calle San Geronimo where his two elder sisters work. Bullfighters often come to the place to stay. The main bullfighting residents of the hotel are three matadors, two good picadors, one fine banderillo. The writer has used some jargons of bullfighting and I will introduce you with them. He has used the word matador, who is the principal bullfighter, and he fights in the game. And the second word he used is picador. Picadors are generally stand-by matadors and they are horsemen who control by rods the bull. And third one is banderillo. Generally is one who shows the flag to start off the game. The other characters are three waiters, one dish cleaner, Enric, etc. All the characters have their peculiar stories and experiences and they share with one another. Of all the three matadors, one was injured in the ring and thus marred his career. Second, who remains sick and nothing has achieved in life. And the third one's career is marred by his growing age. Similarly, two picadors have sad story behind them. The first is drunkard and other doesn't get work with matador because of his ill nature. The lone middle-aged Banderillo has some potential and gets work. All the three waiters who serve the food on the table have different likes, dislikes, preferences, and engagements. On an occasion, the dining room of the Luarca is teeming up with middle-aged picador, an auctioneer, and two priests. Three waiters attend them. The first waiter is shown keen to attend an anarcho-syndicalist meeting and leaves early, requesting Paco to do his work. The second waiter, who is tall, absorbed in his work to serve the people, and has no plan because of his age. He indicts the drinking habits of people and calls bulls and priests two curses of his pain. The third waiter, young Paco, who desires to become a bullfighter, does his service with full devotion. Paco hears patiently to two waiters' conversation and wishes to be a Catholic, hardworking, and as bullfighter. When all the people go from the dining hall, Paco, middle-aged waiter, and dish cleaner, Enric go to kitchen and drink bottle of wine. Now Paco and Enric came in kitchen after middle-aged waiter's departure and get busy in talks. Most of the other residents of Luarca enjoy the drinks and busy in gossips at the Cafe Fornos, and middle-aged waiter is drinking at the Cafe Alvarez. Paco's sisters are busy in their duties and lady of the hotel is snoring upstairs prettily. Enric warns Paco about the danger and risk involved in bullfighting, but young Paco insists to follow his desire. Enric brings a chair and puts knives on it. He tells Paco to fight with knives, thinking himself as bull. He dodges knives many times, but unfortunately, one knife pierces his leg, puncturing his femoral artery badly, and ultimately Paco dies. Very young, without getting his ambition fulfilled, and mind full of illusions, dreams, and ideal notions, the story shows the writer's disillusionment and hollowness in life after World War I. He gives a message that life is meaningless and we must create our own value systems and beliefs to make it of some worth. That ends today's video. If you like it, then do share it with your friends. Thank you, and thank you very much.